Hi gamers, mums and dads, welcome to Cridler Gaming, and today we are looking at the new Save the World which has just come out in patch 6.3 of Fortnite. So when you log in, you should get lots of rewards. You'll see what we got at the end of the video. Massive loads of good stuff. It may be because we're on a level 100, 101 as you can see. We're actually on 99 before it came out, and so what we're going to show you today is the difference. Now, the main difference is the look and feel of the game. So it's a lot more, I suppose, pleasant to look at. I suppose it was quite basic before. So we've got the general command center, and as you can see at the top, we've got our hero. So this is our main hero is power-based Kyle, which you can change, and it will change the image. So this screen looks similar to the old one, where you can see the health and shield on the left. So we could swap it over for a different hero. Let me just pop anyone in here just to show the change. We'll go for Steel Wool, and you can see he just appears as your hero. Now I'll just pop our main man back. Now when you log in for the first time into this, the two main differences are that there is no skill tree or research points. Now for myself, the research points had dried up. I'd reached the maximum, and now we can continue on. So when you come in here, you'll start with 0 level, and you'll notice that your power level in the top corner will be a lot lower than you first started. So the first thing to do is to come into here and spend your research points. Now from my failures, it's best to spend them in blocks of 10. So I leveled everything up to 107, but then realised that when you get to blocks of 10 you get a massive extra. So I haven't got enough to upgrade at the moment, but I went all the way up to 4 107s and have added a few more on over the last couple of days. When you get to the end of the block, you get massive bonuses. So when you do start from beginning, you know, do 10 10 10 10 or 30 30 30 30 until you start running out. We were given 800,000 research points at the start, so we had plenty to spend. So that's the main difference. So one good tip is, say, blocks of 10 and you'll get the maximum there. Say we've got up to 107, and so it's going to take a bit to get all three to 110. The next thing was in the survivors. Now, one thing I would urge everyone to not do, well, not for me anyway, is when you go into manage survivors, you'll go back to the same screen. There is an auto pick for your survivors, so that's the team. If I go into the squads, sorry, that's where we need to go. So my squads are nicely arranged. If you see our other video, we went up 7 levels by just putting the selectors in the right place. Now you can see all our bonuses here, 3 2 2 3 2. Yeah, we've sort of set this so that our power level is the best. So we've matched the personalities, which you can see. All these people are like the sort of what would you call that? Strange like star. Bit like a, I don't know, it's odd shape to look at, but they're all the same. All 7 have got the same personality. It's competitive there, as you can see just down the bottom. When you match the personality, you get more hearts. You can see he's got 138 hearts. If we put him in another group, then he'd have half of that. So it's always best to match the personality up. It's ideal to have leaders with different personalities. We've got 2 the same here, but that's because we've got the mythical guy, so it's quite hard to get rid of a legendary or a mythical leader. The only leader we need to improve on is the training team, because that's still epic and not legendary, but they are quite hard to find. But you can see at the bottom, why turn autofill on. When I do that, it completely destroys my setup. I've spent all morning putting it back together. It dropped my 101 down to 99, so I've managed to get everyone back. Now if you're starting the game, perhaps, you know, it's more user-friendly for you, but knowing the survivors that I do and that we've put it in, for some reason I ended up with where's it gone? We've got just a blue person here just to finish him off. So I'm not sure what I did. I might have accidentally deleted one of my survivors, but yeah, we'll get that improved as it goes on. So you'll see that again, the difference you can see on the back there, our chap, and the next other thing is the upgrades. So there's no skill tree anymore. So they said it was too confusing, but it wasn't really that bad, really. The only thing I didn't like about the skill trees, you had to unlock things before opening up the next one, even though you seem to have unlocked it from a different direction. But anyway, so now the one good thing again I maxed out from the start, but if you have only got so many skill points and you haven't completed all 4 skill trees, you can now pick which of the gadgets that you like the best. So our favourite are the health and the turret. These are the 2 we use the most, and the next 2 was the loot drop and the airstrike. So what we did, or what Alex has done in his account, is just to make sure that the ones we like we max up to 6. You might not be able to do that in the old version because you hadn't unlocked skill tree 4, but now you can go all the way up to 6, or I assume it doesn't block you from going all the way up to 6. And then there's also, if your RT got tools, so we did those, and I also made sure that my backpack size and my storage size, which is here, was as high as it possibly could, because I'm always running out of space. You've also got your pickaxe, which is useful for smashing things a lot, and you've got your build stuff here. So after I did the gadgets on health, bomber, turret, and the loot drop, or supply drop, when I go into tools, I did these 5 next, and then I went back onto gadgets to see how many I'd left. So then I started at the top, sort of went round in this order here. Unfortunately, I had enough to do everything to max anyway, so it didn't really matter to me. But say pick your best ones. Don't just come straight into here and do 2 for each if you're not really sure which ones you do. If you're not sure what the best gadgets are, play a few games and try them. I mean, airstrike and turret take out a lot of bad guys. I always have health on because I'm always losing health, and sometimes have supply drop on when I need it. Less so these days. I tend to use the turret and the health in my missions. So that is a new thing. So again, another tip is when you come in here for the first time, pick your best, max them up as much as you can, and then go onto tools and do as one there. And if you like me, you need backpack and storage, you know, you can now increase it more than before. Now amazingly, my storage now, if I can find the right place, is now in the Armory section. You can see we've got more. If I go to storage, you can see I've got 160 units. It was nowhere near as big as that last time. I think it was only 60. So it's gone up 100 storage units, so that's amazing for me. So now my backpack, which is always running at 220, is now 104 out of 240, and I think actually that went up 20 as well. So I think I was always on about 210, 212, up to 220, and I was constantly sort of recycling items, but now I've got absolutely loads of space, so that's quite handy and a nice little upgrade for myself. So in the Armory here, we've got the schematics, and one nice touch is if you look behind a lady, she's called Chip, I think Clip. She's called Clip, as in the clip for the gun, of course. If you look behind her, you will see the weapons. So the Dragonite, the Knock, the Bazooka, and the great big sniper. And on the right, you can see the tool that we've got. If we actually click in the schematics, you will see that the things behind her match what we have in here. So you can see the Dragonite's behind her, the Knock, the Bazooka, also the Doom Hammer. That's what it's called. These are the weapons just behind you there, and you can see the sword as well, which I didn't see before. So that's a nice little touch. So the backpack is just as in the weapons, and also the collection book now is more rewarding. So when we show you the end of the video, you'll see, because we've got to I think level 125, there you go, on the collection book, it said, hang on a sec, this new collection book means you've missed out on a lot of goodies, so it gave me some more goodies. So this is sort of the new look and feel. The map is exactly the same. The only difference is if I now go on to Stonewood, although it nerfed you before to a Stonewood level, it actually puts your level. So if I go on to a level 5, it doesn't show me as power level 101, it shows me as power level 22, I think it is. And because I'm upgrading the opponents more than me, I seem to be the lowest level every time we go on there. But at least it stops people asking for guns, because if a level 100 goes on a level 5 to do the daily missions more than anything, not just to go on to Stonewood in general, but a daily mission, you know, might be complete free Plankatron missions. So in fact, if we go onto the quest tab here, you can see at the bottom now it's R down to show the quest log, and if we go into the daily quests, mission specialist Plankatron, so I will go on to Plankatron and I will do 2 more missions for my 60 V-Bucks. And you know, people always say, can I have a gun? Which is fine, never say thank you, but I do give out the odd gun and stuff, especially if I need to clear my backpack. You know, if people play well in the game, you just drop them a nice 130 sword at the end to say, yeah, you know, well played. So on the map again, I say we're into Stonewood, so we're base 101 there. I think that is pretty much it. The store was empty before, but that's filled up now. I didn't get my gifts till the day after it started, but they did come in. They were already in my the game. I had 1,000,000 XP for heroes. I don't think I've spent my hero XP yet. I've done my survivors one because that's the key to the game. Once your heroes are, I mean, all my heroes are 130, well 3 of them are, so I've got the constructor, outlander, ninja, soldier, I've got 1 of each at 130, so that's fine. But if you go into the heroes now, actually I've only got 3. I still need to do the I don't use ninja and soldier too much, but we'll stick with. You can see the hero XP is 1,000,000, so these two will soon go up to 130. I'll have a go with that shortly. In fact, why not? I'll just do it now if I've got enough goodies. So let's take you up to, let's just God roll him up to the level 50. So much XP, it's great. She's like a kid in a toy shop. So there we go. That's another 130 there, and let's do the same to a soldier. Still got 900 left. Oh, I need lightning in a bottle. I need 13 more. That's a bit mean. I spent it all on my survivors because I just pop into my survivors now. You'll see that I've got spending that 1,000,000 that I heard, and I'll show you what I actually did get at the end of this. I've got it in the capture. If I go into manage my survivors, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. This is where I used up all my goodies, so all my drops of rain, which I've got plenty of, just getting these guys and girls up to the 50. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13. It's also interesting that the mythical lower level survivors are 145, yet the mythical lead survivors are 135, but if you put them in the right place, so that 135 becomes 270 if the doctor goes in the doctor slot. So make sure you put them in the right place. It's key getting your survivors right. If you're unsure how to do survivors, watch our other video on the survivors, or just ask us a question here and I'll happily answer anything like that. I've gone from 1,000,000 XP to 794. That's a bit of a shame. But if I just bob onto the captures now, I'll show you what I got on the gift. I got 86 in one box and about 40 odd in another, so it was well worth doing a capture on, because I knew what was coming because I'd already been given the stuff the day before, but I hadn't actually received the gift box. So if I just bob onto my captures now. Right, so just fast forwarded to the gift box on the capture, because I think I captured 5 minutes, I only needed 3, so when I opened it up I was like, oh, 86 things. So I scrolled through here and just there are some interesting items. So there's 140 in the health there. That's what we've not done. We'll have to quickly nip back onto there. Is the tech, health, offence, etc. We'll come back on. We see we've got some epic. There's 876,740 research points. Now that is quality. Got some gold there as well, 400. That's always useful. 140 tech. I say that's just enough to max it all out. 51 Transformers, 150, 220 skill points. Now that's the total, so if you hit 220, it doesn't really matter which ones you do in the order, you can max it all out. Now that 20 there is 4 legendary survivors. That was perfect for me, because to me that's great. So 180 drops of rain comes in very useful, although it's a level 1 sort of water element, or whatever you want to call it. It's very useful. 68,000 XP there. 905,000 survivor XP. Now that was absolutely amazing, so thank you Epic for that. That was superb. So that was my 86 items. Now I've got some more, and this is because of the collection box. As it says, the collection box is more rewarding at the top. You can see we've got nice hero, patrol ward, which is new. I hadn't received that one before. So again, just scrolling through, there's 49 here. I mean, a lot of these, if it's not legendary, I suppose I keep Epic survivors, but anything under Epic I just retire. It's just just clutters things up here, so I either retire it or recycle it. So 385 drops of rain, that was lovely. So always farming for the drops of rain, which is one you might see me on Stonewood. So a lot more XP there, 200,000 here, 200,000 there. So the collection book, you can buy people out of the collection book, which I didn't say in the top 10 tips because it's new, but still don't put people in the collection box that you think you might need. So that was all the goodies I got in my gift boxes. So I was power level 98, just hitting on to 99 before then, and now I'm on power level 101. So 3 figures makes the game nice and super. I did have a bit of a battle with the Twine Peaks, because hadn't done my Storm Shield, which you now can do at any time. In the old days you had to do all the missions for there, but now I've done my Storm Shield 4 and 5, thanks for the people who helped me out there. A couple of duos did it. We now can go back onto all the levels, so the level 100 now is only a 2 skull thing. Looking forward to the next land and the level 6 stuff. So that would be very interesting when it comes out, if it does. The rumour is that it will be out soon. Anyway, enjoy Save the World, it's a great game, and we'll catch you later.